People who have a substance use disorder often find that overcoming it is more challenging than they expected. They may feel that addiction is a myth, and they can quit any time they want, or that they are an exception to the rule. This can also occur with behavioral addictions involving activities such as eating, sex, gambling, shopping, social media, and exercise. Learning how to overcome an addiction is important for anyone experiencing a substance use disorder, SUD, alcohol use disorder, AUD, or behavioral addiction. While challenging, recognizing that there is a problem and learning more about the process of quitting are important first steps in recovery. In this video, we will discuss what you will need to do to overcome an addiction and offers tips that can help. We will also discuss the symptoms of withdrawal that you might experience, and some of the effective treatment options that are available to get you back on your feet. According to the American Society of Addiction Medicine, addiction is a treatable, chronic medical disease involving complex interactions among brain circuits, genetics, the environment, and an individual's life experiences. People continue to engage in harmful behaviors despite negative consequences because addiction changes the brain's reward system, which increases the desire for the substances or experiences. These changes in the brain also affect impulse control and judgment, which makes quitting that much more challenging. Though addiction recovery is challenging, addiction is treatable. Making any kind of change involves a process that starts with pre-contemplation and moves into contemplation. During these early stages of the process, you might be in denial about the effects of your addiction. As you become more aware of the problems you are facing, you might then struggle with feelings of ambivalence even as you become more aware of your need to overcome your addiction. Once you make that decision to change, however, you can begin the process of preparing to take action. Once you are clear on your goal, you may still need to prepare to change. Preparations include removing addictive substances from your home as well as eliminating triggers in your life that may make you more likely to use those substances again. This often means getting rid of paraphernalia or other items that might trigger your desire to use a substance or engage in a harmful behavior. You may also find it necessary to change your routines so that you have less contact with people or settings that trigger cravings. Other ways to prepare include deciding what approach you plan to use to overcome your addiction and getting the resources that you need to be successful. The decision to change is one of the most important steps in overcoming an addiction. By acknowledging that a change is needed, it means that you recognize that there is a problem and have a desire to address it. Making the decision to change and deciding what that will look like is a process that often takes time. This is known as the contemplation stage because it involves thinking about whether to change and how. Consulting a doctor, addiction counselor, or psychologist is particularly helpful at this stage as they can help you understand the risks and what can help alleviate them. For example, a person who is trying to quit smoking would start by deciding whether they are going to stop smoking outrightly or gradually reduce their nicotine use. Next, they would get the tools they need to quit successfully, such as finding a support group, buying nicotine replacement therapy, NRT, products, or talking to a healthcare provider about prescription smoking cessation medications. 2. The other important aspect of avoiding addictions is to address any underlying mental health problems. Substance use commonly occurs alongside other mental health conditions. Addictions can cover up past trauma or underlying feelings of emptiness, sadness, or fear. Psychological therapies, as well as medications, can provide long-term relief for these problems, which addictions tend to worsen over time. Some tips for overcoming addiction are: 1. Look for things that will help occupy your time and keep your mind off of the cravings. Even simple things like talking to a friend, watching a television show, reading a book, or going for a walk can provide a sufficient distraction while you wait for a craving to pass. If you have ever had any addiction problems, you can share with us in the comments section or seek for professional help. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more content. Thanks for watching.